Hi guys, Mrs. Kreitzer here to talk with you a little bit about using dialogue in your narrative writing. As you folks well know, a good story probably has some great dialogue in it, and we want the same thing for you. As a quick review, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll remind yourself that dialogue simply refers to the conversation between two or more people. So think back to whatever instance you're going to write about for your narrative. What are some conversations that occurred? As you take a look here, you'll notice we have some rules. First of all, anytime there is a new speaker, we absolutely have to go to a new line and indent. So we're starting a brand new paragraph. It can be whether they have an entire paragraph's worth of a response or it's a one-word response. Also, push yourself with your speech tags. What's a speech tag? That's the he said, I replied, she muttered, those types of sections that introduce or comment on who's saying what and how they said it. Push yourself for different kinds of words so you're not always using the word said. It gets boring and it doesn't really show specifically how the person is saying whatever he or she is saying. Remember that whatever is actually being said, that's what goes in quotation marks. Nothing else does. So whatever words actually came out of the person's mouth, that's what we need. Also, this may not even apply to you, but let's say you have a person quoting another person. So maybe, someone says, hey, mom, my sister just told me you're stupid. Well, the you're stupid is a quote within the dialogue. That you're going to put a single quotation mark around, which is simply the apostrophe key. And then you'll put the double quotations like normal for the rest of the dialogue. Here's an example of some properly punctuated dialogue. So we have, hello, John, how are you? Petunia asked as she looked down fiddling with her shoes. Notice that the question mark goes inside the quotation marks. I'm okay, John replied. Notice there's a period there. There's a comma after the word okay. All right, that's how we punctuate statements. He adds more. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Again, that's a separate sentence. Petunia looked up excitedly. Nothing, I'm free. Notice it doesn't say Petunia said or replied. It gives her action, and then it gives the statement that she made. Awesome. Will you babysit my pet hamster? John asked. Again, notice question, but then there's still a period after asked. And then feeling slighted, Petunia sighed. Sure, just let me know what I need to do. And you'll notice again, you sighed, okay, instead of simply said. So how to liven up your conversations, all right? First of all, try to include action. So Petunia sighed, all right? Maybe someone shrugged, okay? So think about what were people doing. Try not to have those one-word responses, right? They don't tell us much. Switch up the word choice, whether it's in the speech tag or otherwise explaining things. Wouldn't necessarily say change the dialogue itself if you know what was said, but maybe liven up what's around it. And finally, use voice, all right? So think about the way people talk. We push you not to use slang in your formal writing, but with dialogue, you want to, all right? What's something that person always says? That'd be great to include. When you actually go to write it in your writing, okay, our requirement for you is simply that you have at least one conversation that has at least two speakers, okay, so people talking. The more, the better, okay? I would highly suggest seeing if you can even start your narrative with conversation. It's a great way to lead your reader into your writing. Remember that it shouldn't be there just to be there. Like it should help push the action forward or maybe show us a little bit about what a character's thinking or doing. Finally, here's the question that always comes up. Kids always say, what do I do? I don't remember what so-and-so said. Guess what, guys? I wasn't there. Mrs. Kane wasn't there. Miss Moore wasn't there. It really doesn't matter that you have the exact words if you truly can't remember them. Improvise. That just means use your best guess. What did it seem like the person said and use it. Guys, we're excited to see the dialogue that you include in your writing. Good luck.